Unscripted back again today. Again.
Another Corona episode.
Corona, the lockdown chronicles. Yes,
Lockdown chronicles for real.
But I'm sure the people see we have a special guest today. Yeah. Please, could you introduce yourself?
I'm Anna. I don't even know where to look. I think I look like. Yeah, my name's Anna.
No, you don't even need to look at these cameras.
Yeah, just like so many.
Look at us.
I mean,
look at us.
So I'm Anna. So it's like me introducing myself to you guys, basically.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
Anna. You know, I have my own podcast, the Anecdote Podcast. I am like, what did I say?
What do you do?
I'm in uni. I have a part-time job. I'm just a little customer advisor at Boots.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, man. Promote yourself.
What else? I'm just doing my thing. There's nothing else really to say. I'm 20. You guys probably wondering how old I am. I'm 20.
Yeah, cool.
You're doing a lot of things in the uni.
How old do I look though? That's a good question.
I would say probably 21.
Really?
So,
that's not far off then.
23.
Cap.
Oh my days!
Cap.
Wow.
That's cap. I don't look 23 years old.
No.
I would have said 21. I think I would have said 21.
I don't think I go over.
I don't know. I think with people, it depends in what environment you see them in.
Yeah.
Maybe it depends.
That's very true. 23 though.
23. You look quite mature, yeah. Not say 20 is not mature, obviously, but yeah.
Well.
No, you know what I'm trying to say.
At 20, I was immature. I don't think I was.
But that's because boys mature slower than girls.
Yeah,
though.
definitely.
They say that, but
What do you mean? It's true.
No, most of the time it is true.
It is true.
when I was in
But
uni,
what?
listen.
Wait, did you say you was mature or immature in uni?
I was immature.
Oh, yeah.
I was
supports
immature.
my point.
But not even. It wasn't only guys. The girls were females.
No,
were immature
it's
as well.
true, but
We were all immature.
who is like?
I think you only grasp maturity. I don't
We take
think there's
later
an
to
age.
catch up. We take later to catch up. Let's be honest. Yeah.
Maybe in general. I don't know. Actually, I don't think so.
If you think,
I don't think
know,
so. I feel like it just depends on what the person is doing.
Yeah.
Like you're doing a lot. You've got a podcast. You've got a part-time job. You're studying a good course. You're doing a lot of things. So I feel like maturity will just come naturally.
Yeah,
to you.
because of the
Because you're actually
situation
doing. You have to like kind of.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
You've got responsibilities. But for people that are just there, just. Like,
Yeah, I
do
know what
nothing.
you mean. I guess it's also because like since I was 15, I did cadets as well.
Okay.
So I did air cadets from 15 to 20.
So
So that really made me, do you know what I mean? Like I had to do a lot, hella responsibilities. So I guess that's why.
Yeah.
Wait, what cadets like?
I did air cadets.
Ooh.
Period.
I wanted to do that. There was a couple of guys in school that did that.
It
That
was
cool.
sick.
They actually got to fly.
We're air
Yeah.
cadets.
Yeah.
Did you actually get in? Like the air.
Get in the air.
No. I had to get in the air. You know? Just to make sure. You know?
Everybody always asks me this, and it's so funny because do you fly planes? And I'm just like, yeah, I do. So it depends though, because it's kind of like
Yeah.
it depends. So basically, you kind of have to earn your right to not earn your right to fly, but there would be like air experience flights. You'd go to RAF bases, and pilots of the RAF, like they would kind of volunteer to kind of do aerobatics with you. You can take the lead, and they'll follow you. But that's the flying.
Yeah.
And then there's the good flying, like flying scholarships where they give you hours towards your private pilot's license. So I got a scholarship and I did like 10 hours, and I basically did up to like solo flight, and you did circuits. So I went to Scotland in Dundee for like 2 weeks, and I had who was he? It was like one instructor. He was really young actually. I think he was one of the youngest instructors in the UK.
Mad.
And he took me up like.
Did that scare you? That he was the youngest?
No, for a second, no, for a bit, I was kind of like, not gonna lie, all these men have like 3 straps on their shoulders, captains and that, and you're just like, yeah, so I'm only 22. I was like, yeah, say nothing, but no, he was good, and then he left to join the Navy as a pilot, so I had another instructor, but we did loads of things like takeoff, like I ended up doing takeoffs, landings, radio calls, stalls in the air, all of that stuff. So yeah, flown.
That's sick, man.
And I could be a pilot if I have to.
Man, even me. Who?
Jamal's a
Oh yeah,
pilot.
Jamal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He did actually. No, he did like air cadets and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow,
cute.
man. Because even me with heights, when I look down from a certain stance and distance from the ground, I actually feel adrenaline in my calves.
Your calves?
I'm not. Yeah, my
specific.
calves.
Out of
Yeah.
all the places that he could
No,
feel
yeah, in my
you said
calves. Yes, I'm not afraid, not ashamed to say
But
it.
I feel like if you went flying, you get used to it.
That's true.
Because
feel like
the
you
first
do get
time I
used
went
to
up, I was shook, you know, and I was thinking, I'm here now, 6 hours away from home. I have to film
So
it.
mad though. No, but it is a bit daunting. Like thinking
Of
that,
course.
wait, hey, nah, being in control in the air. Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah, I can't do
Flying
that
is
one.
easy though. It is.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Hey,
it's
it's
than
easy.
driving.
No, come on, that's not true.
It is.
That's
it
not
is.
true.
Fly-
So what are all these buttons there for? For sure?
yeah, exactly.
No, like, okay, the checks I can understand can be very difficult.
Okay.
But actually flying, you don't even have to touch the buttons. As long as
I mean, there is
everything
a amount,
is
like,
level and everything is correct, you're calm. It's only the hardest thing is landing.
Yeah.
That's the
landing
hardest
is a
thing.
bit-
Taking off easy, turns easy, staying in the air easy. The landing. Yeah.
What part of
finished.
landing is like
The
techie?
whole process.
So
man.
basically, what you have to do, right? It's gonna go. So when you go down, the front of the plane is called pitching. So this is like pitching up and down. You have to pitch it down up until you get to like the wheels of the plane is like not like just off the floor.
Yeah.
You have to level off the plane until the air naturally makes the plane go onto the runway, if that makes sense. If you do
Okay.
that wrong, you will either bounce, you will not be able to have a safe flight, so you have to touch and go
trying to think of
round
physics. I'm trying to think
and go
of
back
physics.
down.
I've seen some videos
That's
when the
not
plane
up
goes
thrust.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Up thrust is water, though,
Exactly.
isn't it? That's water, right? Up thrust, that's water, right?
Nah, I could be in the air as well.
Can it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But that's
maybe
what I'm saying. I
the-
think to have a really safe landing when you go on a holiday is so rated, like you're not really grateful enough.
No,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like you kind of just land, you're like, yeah, say nothing.
Like
but
in Africa,
you don't know that the
they clap,
pilot,
they
Clap,
clap.
clap.
the pilot could be struggling to
Yeah.
make a good landing for people.
That's
But
scary, man. That's scary.
but
Yeah, I
guess
thought-
R.I.P. The legend Kobe Bryant, but especially since what happened to him, a lot of people are not really keen
helicopters.
on.
yeah, rotary.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I can't do the helicopter thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Scary.
It's not my cup of tea.
Been in a helicopter actually.
Serious?
I went in a what's it called? You know the one, you know
yeah.
the long
Maybe you should
one.
pursue it, you know.
People, nah. Sorry, I'm meant to be a lawyer.
Part-time astronaut.
Actually, no, you know.
There's no
Wow.
limit. Like, what's it called again? Oh gosh.
Was
If
it
any
a
of the-
company or like?
No, the actual name of the helicopter.
Oh,
It's like green and it's long. You see it like, and you guys probably wouldn't know the name of it,
I
but
don't even know. Yeah.
let me see if I can find it on my phone. I've been in there. I went in like it was like a flight when I went on a camp. They took us up in the thing.
Boy.
It wasn't scary, but they tried to do this thing where they turn it to the side. I said,
Yeah.
relax.
That's mad. I wish I did some kind of like cadets.
Yeah.
something. I say this now, but back then I wouldn't have had it.
No.
You
It's,
have to be
it's
really
dedication, isn't it? Because every Saturday they used to go, right? Is it Saturdays?
It depends.
Twice a
Some-
week.
Yeah,
It
some
was-
Oh gosh, that's on top of school as well.
people- Yeah.
Yeah.
I was busy playing football.
Yeah, there was better people that are doing cadets in school though, like
I was
army
busy playing
cadets.
football.
Can't find it, but
We were doing like navy cadets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to joke around and say, like, "Oh, you guys carrying fake guns."
Yeah.
oh gosh.
But obviously
Boy.
that's back then. Yeah.
But yes, 2020. What's 2020 be saying for you? What's this whole corona crisis,
Do you know
corona
what? I've made
period?
the best of it.
Okay.
I can say that. Like, for example, this summer I was meant to go on 3 holidays and they all got cancelled. But we
3?
still made the most of it.
Wow, you were getting really.
Because my birthday, I'm an
Wow.
August baby, so I'm
Okay.
I'm late. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay, cool.
Yeah,
I get it, I get it.
So, like, I'm
Yeah,
even
meaningful.
thinking, what am I doing for my 21st? But my 20th, had to make the most of it. That, you see, after restaurants opened on the 4th,
Yeah.
I splashed all my money on going out because I said there's nothing
Eat out
else.
to help out.
Oh, yeah, they were doing eat out to help
To be
out.
fair, I didn't use eat out to help out. I used it once.
No,
Yeah,
really?
I made
Or
the
twice.
most of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Listen,
Of
a couple
course.
pounds got put on. I'm not going to lie. Listen, I went all the places that I wanted to go, but I was like, the price, the distance, and all this kind of thing. I went to all those places. I tasted the cuisine. Oh my days. Yeah.
Where did you get?
So there was one Indian restaurant. I didn't go to any like the bait chains, like with the Akasan or these kind of places.
I went Novikov, to be fair.
Is it? Yeah, I didn't go to all of those kind of places because those are just. I don't really appreciate the bait names. It's more the low key spots that I feel like you can really find like some good
Grub, yeah.
grub. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So there's this Indian place here that I've been eyeing up a long time. Yeah, it's like even around Angel, in fact. Yeah, and actually I did have a funny experience there. But what do you call it? That it was very good. It was very good. I recommend. It was like called. I can't remember the name. It'll come to me. Yeah, but I'll recommend it to you guys.
Promo
man.
anyway.
But I had an interesting conversation with that guy because that guy was trying to say, yeah, I wasn't trying to pay no tip.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Service charge. Why was I not trying to pay service
we had
charge?
this
Because he didn't give me any
conversation,
service. What service did you give me? You put my food on the table and that's it. So now you added it to my bill and I was like, can you remove that? Can you remove that? And now this guy, normally, they'll just remove
just
it.
remove
But this guy now wanted to engage me in conversation. Listen, it's not my fault that you wanted to do eat out to help out. You didn't eat out to help out. That doesn't mean now that I should now come and pay your stuff. You as the manager, you should be paying your stuff, not me paying your stuff. I should come and pay for my meal. You know what I'm saying? Don't now add stuff on top. If now the service is exceptional, yeah, I'll tip, and I feel like I'm generous. Yeah, I'll generously tip as well. But don't just. It's not an entitlement.
Yeah, it's true. I always feel that kind of pressure to pay. I don't pay though, but I still feel that pressure. I always get someone else. But everyone that I end up going out to eat with is more adamant to take off the service charge than me. Like, so I don't want to have it, but that person is like, no, excuse me, service charge.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Nah, because when I think about it, I don't pay service charge at Nando's. Some of these restaurants are doing the same thing as Nando's, just bringing my food to the table. So what? At McDonald's, when I eat in McD's, even I don't do. When's the last time I ever ate in McD's? I can't remember the last time I had McD's, but anyway.
Have they ever asked you like, why are you taking it off? Because I've been asked that so many times.
They actually ask you.
That's what this guy did. That's what this guy asked me. Why am I taking it off?
They were like, why?
Oh, he actually asked you word for word. Why are you taking it off?
Why did you say? No, it was like. Let me say how he said it.
Why is the service? Was the service bad or something like that?
This how I was like, okay, yeah, can I please remove it? It was like. He looked at the thing, yeah, he was doing it, and then he was like, oh, may I just ask, like, why do you want to remove that? And I explained it to him, and we go into the discussion back and forth, and I was just like, bro.
He shouldn't have asked. This is embarrassing.
Right. But I think like it gets sticky if you're in an environment, a different environment where you're with people that you're not really acquainted with that comfortable.
Oh, I hear that.
True.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's happened
Personally,
to
I've
me.
never been in that.
Yeah, I haven't been.
I have. So there was two girls. I hope they don't watch this. Right? There was two girls that I went out to eat with. I knew them from cadets. I went to Belgium with them, so they weren't actually from like my area.
Okay.
They were from Kent and Essex. And then they hit me up and they were like, "Oh my god, Anna, let's go out to eat." I said, "Say nothing, I'm there." So we went to this place called Honest Burgers, innit? Have you heard of it? Yeah, I think it was in Tower Bridge. I can't remember where it was, but it was somewhere near Central. And then it was eating. Now everything was cool. It was actually very cheap. It was at £10. I was like, "This is," and she was like, "Oh." Someone was like, should we just tip like £3? And I was thinking like, I sat down in a second and I was like, okay, do I object this or do I like not say anything? Because you know when you start saying, "Oh, I'm not going to pay," you look broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you look like stingy. And obviously I was the only black one, so it looks like, here goes the black girl again. You know what I mean? So obviously I was just there like, yes, like we can tip, that's fine. But in my head I was thinking, did I just get pressured to tip? Did I just get pressured to tip?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been pressured. I've definitely been pressured. There's been settings matter. Settings definitely matter. So if now, like, if I was like on a date or like a meeting or something like that, yeah, I'm paying the tip. I can't look broke. I can't look like I feel like you just have to. Some people don't care. One of my boys,
shame.
One of my guys, he doesn't care. He doesn't care the setting, doesn't care who's around. Bruv, he goes with his gut. He goes with what he believes in.
Yeah.
Oh my days. This was even another eat out to help out experience. I went to this burger place, Patty and Bun is a good place. I don't know if you guys have heard it. Patty and Bun is nice as well. A good recommendation. But anyway, I went there.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he initiated the whole thing that he's not tipping. Me, I paid my thing, I even paid the tip. So there was three of us, Now one of them, he he said that he's not paying the tip or whatever. Got into a back and forth with the woman there. I don't know, she took it personal. Like, she's not been the manager, she was just working, but she took it bare personal. I don't know whether she was having a bad day. God bless her. This camera's over on me, I look there. But and then my other boy, he was like, he's going to pay. And then she was like, do you know what, for that, he can have his meal for free. For free, I mean. I was like, wait, what about me? They even paid the thing without even saying anything.
No way.
No word of a lie.
Where's my fee?
They gave it for free.
He gave him his meal for free. I was like, nah, man.
No, going out to eat is awkward sometimes. Like, no.
So, wait. Did you take any action after that? Or you just...
what action?
Can't do anything?
What action? Do I ask for a refund?
Just want to eat free food.
That's it, yeah? That's it. It's just done. It's done.
Oh my days, that is funny. That's funny. That's funny.
But I got sidetracked. You were talking about your whole Corona experience, lockdown experience. How did we go into ERTL?
That's the beauty of podcast, man. My actual journey has been fine though overall. I think lockdown made me start my podcast. So
I was gonna ask actually when you started, because it seemed like around that time.
I started. I had to be very honest. I had the idea last year December, and I brought it up to my housemates in the house that I used to live at, and I was just like, guys, don't you think I chat so much and I should just have a podcast? And they were like, oh my god, like this is so you. And all my friends were like, no, Anna, like this is like I don't think I could ever do YouTube as in like be a YouTube type of person.
No.
But like podcast I could do. Like that's my bag, you know? Okay. So I was like, cool. And then uni came and I was like, I forgot about it. Then lockdown came and I spoke to my dad. I think my dad was the first person I spoke to properly about it. I said, like, I want to make a podcast. And he was like, do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, do it, you'll be good at it kind of thing. So I said, cool. I started audio, like, just on Spotify. Yeah. And it was cool. Like, people were actually supporting the thing. And I was like, oh my gosh. You know, when people support you, you kind of feel very, like, you know. It feels good. It feels good. You didn't expect it, but when you get it, you feel like very happy about it. So that's how I was feeling. And then I was looking at studios like near when Corona was dying down. Yeah. But the studio that I went to, I think I only viewed one. I was meant to view more than one. I did also look at Pirate Studios, but then I was like, I don't know what the reason why I didn't use Pirate Studios, but there was a reason why I didn't. But I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what the reason was.
Was there distance? Was it close? Is there one like near Reading?
I think the closest one was Wembley.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You're East Londoner.
Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't give me East London vibes.
What vibes did I give you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now I need to know.
No. I don't know.
Are you guys from North?
North, East. Yeah.
What, Hackney or something?
Hackney.
Okay.
And we've got a house in Dagenham, so.
Okay.
I'm familiar with North and East. I just baited myself out my whole life out, but anyway.
What about you?
I say I'm from, before this guy objects.
This guy's from outside London,
I'm from North. I say North and South, so most of my life has been in North, like, you know, the Cali area, King's Cross, and I always come to, like, I'm almost always in North. But for the last 3 years, I've been living, obviously, South. You have to say outside London.
Can you swim?
Can I swim?
Yeah, like, because you have to swim to Croydon.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You do, I swear. Don't you have to?
Really? Croydon's real far.
Listen, it's not that far.
Have you been to Lagos?
No, what's that?
Is that place that, have you not seen it? It's like waffles with plantain and something in the middle.
Is that in Croydon?
Yeah, everyone tells me it's in Croydon. That's why I've never been.
Lovely.
Hey, we need an eat out to help our party.
Honestly.
Check it out. Maybe Dan might bring me to
No,
Croydon.
listen, it's not that far, yeah? I'm not going to disclose our location right now. I would just say that it took me about 50 minutes tops to get here. That's not a long time.
And that's
50,
far. That's
yeah,
fast for your distance.
Huh?
That's fast. That's what you got.
Yeah, I know. You have to get on the fast. You have to get on the fast trains.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I live on both sides of the field. Yeah. And they say,
no, but like, yeah, I'm just East. I ain't got I've lived there for my in East London for my whole life.
Fair enough.
So, my whole life, bar 3 months, I was actually born in the Netherlands.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Serious?
my parents lived there.
Wow.
So they can speak Dutch and stuff like that.
Can you speak any Dutch at all?
I
Wow.
wish.
Okay.
That's so sick.
I wish I could though, but I can't.
So what country are you originally from, if you don't mind?
Guess.
Dutch? Angola?
You're from
No.
Nigeria.
No, she can't be Nigerian.
No.
No, not that she can't be Nigerian like that.
Gatekeeper of Nigeria. Sorry.
That's it.
Are you Nigerian?
I'm Nigerian.
Okay. I thought so. Your name, innit?
Yeah. I would say. Oh wait, who's got the close ties with Dutch?
Maybe just the way I look like I'm from.
Ghana.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, makes sense.
Why?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
When
didn't think
you
so.
said that, I'm thinking, yeah, Ghana.
Because there's bare Dutch Ghanaians.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Bare
there
like
are.
Italian Ghanaians as well.
I know there's German Ghanaians.
Yeah, but
German guys there, yeah, definitely.
lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Bare Italian Ghanaians as well. Like I have a lot
Is
of
it?
Italian Ghanaian friends.
Actually, no, that's
Wow.
true. That is true as well. That is true.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm Ghanaian.
Cool.
That's it. 80 cent?
What does that mean again? I forgot.
Means how are you?
Oh. He said it.
That's what everyone always says.
That's what I said.
What tribe are you?
I'm Yoruba.
Okay, where are you from?
He guessed now. He
Are
guessed
you
that.
Nigerian as well?
Nope.
Are you from Sierra Leone?
Nope.
Are you African?
Yes.
Are you from Cameroon?
Nope.
Am I getting close? Are you Congolese?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So you're one. I have something. Do you speak Lingala?
I understand it more than I speak it, but yeah. I'm good.
Kangamunoko.
Close your mouth.
Yeah. And
It's
then
always the disses that
do
I
you,
know.
do you speak Yoruba?
Yes.
Fluently?
Not fluently.
I
I understand it more than I can speak it.
speaks Yoruba fluently. I
Fluently.
love Yoruba. It's
It's
my
a beautiful
bag.
language. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
know he taught me something. What did he? So, Omonaija Nimi.
I'm a Nigerian child and I've been a person
And then
from
there's
from
something else that I know. Orieti Daru.
Ah, your head is messed up.
Yeah. And then I learned Femile the other
Yeah,
day.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do always want to learn like the negative. I'll never
How do you say
understand.
how are you? I swear it's
Bounty.
that's it. I'm gonna learn
Okay.
Yoruba by the end of this year.
Yoruba's a good language to learn, man.
Yeah, it's
Yoruba's a good language.
you guys have a lot of languages though.
Yeah, we got a
in your
lot.
country.
Apparently, there's like 200 languages.
That's a
Are you
lot.
feeling Yoruba?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one of my best friends is Igbo.
Okay.
Igbo is a sweet.
Why do you look at me? Why do you look at me?
I'm sorry, because every people have something against.
Yeah, I
some of
know
the
there's
tribes.
some sort of.
No,
Yeah.
me.
There
Listen,
is.
listen, I love.
No, don't
listen, I love everyone.
You're not.
Really?
You're not convincing me.
I love everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, then reveal the truth.
What's the truth? The truth is, I love everybody. That's it.
Is it?
The only thing is,
Where's Renee
I
from?
prefer-
Where's Renee from? Is she not Igbo?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what
But
do you
listen,
say about Igbo people?
I didn't say anything about them. Listen, the only
Is
thing
it because they're watching?
if you can't, no, I love Igbo people. Yeah, I love Igbo people. Yeah. The only thing is, sometimes people try to come for Yoruba people. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So I have to defend my people, innit?
Fair enough.
That's it.
Fair
I'll
enough.
never initiate or instigate.
Fair enough.
I'll
Makes
just
sense.
defend.
Fair enough.
It
fair
makes
enough.
sense, yeah.
But what do you think about our leader, Boris? Should I say leader, Boris? Well, not my leader, but Boris Johnson.
That's
That's your leader, isn't it?
No, not my leader. That's not my
Personally, I don't believe in politics, innit? Politics is a lie.
That's interesting because you're doing law.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's the reason, because I used to study politics in sixth form.
Okay.
I did politics, history, and maths. So,
Ooh, that's heavy.
yeah, I loved maths. Maths was my first academic love. then I flopped it.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Yeah, I always liked maths. Maths, like,
makes sense.
It's very methodical. Yeah, the way it is.
And I feel like when I was learning, I kind of got to the idea that every leader, every president, every prime minister in all types of institutions, not just like the UK legal system, in America, because I studied America, I studied South Africa, so it was like, I just see like across the world, all these leaders will give fake promises, the government's not transparent, all of these governments are corrupt. So just like, what am I to sit here and believe in the politics that I'm hearing? Like, the politicians are the ones that are paedophiles, rapists, they're stealing money from the government. Do you know what I mean? So, politics is a lie to me. It's just there to make it look like we live in a democracy, but we really don't.
We actually don't.
We don't live in no democracy at all. So...
Do you vote, though?
No. I think when was the last election? 2020? 2018?
What was the last election?
I didn't vote last time. I think I'm not allowed to vote.
Brexit was the last time?
I have a Dutch passport, so I don't think I'm allowed to vote.
Don't think you're allowed to vote?
Yeah.
You should be, no?
I don't think so.
Because you've been living in this country for a while.
Is it? Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you should be.
I don't know, innit?
Do you have two passports or just one? Just Dutch?
Yeah.
You should apply for the British one as well.
So that
I
means
know,
you
I
can
want
get. That means Brexit is not really gonna affect you like that.
I think it will affect me more than people with British passports, because like the UK to EU to the is it the EEA, the European, the economic European, whatever, is going to affect that. But I don't think it will affect it that much, because the amount of like immigrants that live in the UK, if they try to make certain legislation that will affect us so much, their economy will crash. So they can't really do that.
Okay, it's very interesting. But I don't think you'd need a visa to travel around, because you have.
Yeah, you definitely not.
No.
And the Dutch passport is quite powerful as it is.
Yeah.
Like you don't really need visas in a lot of countries in comparison to other passports and stuff. So I doubt it will make that much of a difference. I do want a British passport though.
It'll be good. I hope some people have two. Sounds cool to me.
Yeah, man. I've got two. Got a Nigerian passport as well.
Really?
Yeah. I've never used it. Wow, yeah.
Were you born there?
Nah, I was born here.
So why do you want a Nigerian passport?
My parents just wanted to sort me out.
Get you culture.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wait, don't you need to live somewhere for a certain amount of time to get a passport?
No, not for everywhere. Not everywhere. Like in the UK, yeah.
Okay.
But like in Nige, well, back then, because I got it pretty much when I was born. I feel like it was just, obviously my parents were still citizens.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel like naturally, as being their child, I'm entitled to that as well.
So it's too late for me, I guess. Alright, no worries. Life goes on.
But I intend to use it. I'll use it next year.
For what?
I'm going to Nige, man.
You're going to Nige? You're coming back?
I'm leaving out.
But going back to like lockdown and stuff, I keep saying, for me, what's frustrating me is just the lack of consistency. Apparently, this man Boris Johnson is already talking about us going back into lockdown in 2021. I'm thinking, listen, if you want to just do lockdown, let's do lockdown to 2022. Let's know. In, out. You know?
With this whole situation, I understand the point that, yes, we haven't been in a situation
but
like
also,
this.
we weren't even supposed to be in this lockdown as well, just to let you know. His advisors got fired because they gave him the wrong information, apparently. Yes.
Listen, that's clam then. But nah. What I'm saying, I understand, that we haven't been in a situation like this. So this is fresh ground, this is fresh water. But, this is the part that I don't understand. These lot, would create all these regulations and all of this kind of stuff and not even honour it themselves. How is Boris catching I don't think I've caught corona. I haven't had no symptoms or anything like that.
I think I did,
Is it?
Not during
You don't even show
lockdown,
symptoms.
but like...
Yeah.
Back. Like, I know everybody says, I think I had corona, but I can't lie. Last year, December, because I work in a train station as well. There's just mad people just travelling. And there was one cough that I had. I can't even explain the pain. I've never seen pain like that before. Kind of, but the cough was like exactly how they explained it, like a really dry cough, but continuous. I remember I got the train from Reading to this was Christmas Eve. I worked my last shift on Christmas Eve in Reading. I took the train. I coughed every 3 seconds from Oxford, from literally underground Paddington all the way to Stratford.
Wow.
I was coughing and then like my head was hurting, everything. Nothing helped except from I took, day and night nurse.
Yeah.
That stopped my cough, but everything else was still there. But I was happy that the cough was gone. But I was sick throughout that whole period. And I said, this one is no common flu, please. And then corona was kind of in the
air.
And I was like, maybe I got one early strain that might have mutated or something.
Oh, mad.
But other than
you didn't lose like your taste or like your.
I can't even remember. All I know is I was bedbound for quite a lot of it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow. Was it during the night as well you were coughing like that too?
During the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would wake up, and I would choke, like there was like saliva would like come up my throat, and I'll choke, and then I'd have to go to spit out.
Hey, chesty cough. You know the ones on the image, when they put the image on like the medication with the red.
Serious
one, oh my God. So the main topic, that we thought would be good to discuss in the conversation is, can there actually be coexistence, with disagreements? Because again, there's a lot of people where if you tell them, okay, you know what, that music you put out, I didn't like that. You're now ops. You're now enemies. It's like everything is taken personally. Like if I disagree with you, that doesn't mean I don't have love for you. We can still coexist, but it's just hard. Yeah. So we can start from there, from anywhere to me.
You know what? I think it's down to the other person's maturity as well, and how much they value your opinion as well. Because if somebody that I don't care about has come to tell me, oh, I don't like your podcast, technically, I don't have to give them any light of day. Like, I don't even need to coexist with them as it is. Like, you're just there.
Yeah.
But now, it's a different situation if my best friend comes to me and says, I don't really like your podcast. Or for example, my cousin is like, me and my cousin are like this. That's like my right hand. So if he came to me and said to me, Anna, I don't mess with your podcast. Now, this disagreement, it depends on your relationship with the person. That's my cousin. Family comes first. So I'll take his, into consideration, ask why, etc. But then what you said about, can you coexist after that point? Maybe it depends on their reasoning behind it. Because some people say out of hate and spite, some people say out of love.
That's true.
Do you get what I mean? If my cousin comes to me telling me he don't like my podcast, I know that's out of love. So I'll be happy that he's come and said that to me. But if there's someone that's telling me I don't like it because they're a hater, technically there can't really be no coexistence because that person doesn't rate you enough. They're just a hater. They're just enemy of progress. So technically the answer to the question is yes and no.
It's definitely a yes and no thing. The first thing that came to mind, when I thought there's a lot of like events that's happened in the last couple of months that can be related to this kind of discussion. And like the first one that came to mind, was like Lippy and like I can't remember some other people, like on Link Up TV, they did one thing about it was something like criticizing artists, well, not criticizing,
listening
but
party.
Like, no, it wasn't even on listening party, but even listening parties, that's even an example as well. Hey, oh my days, that's an example. We'll get into that. But I think they were ranking. It was a ranking thing. They were ranking something, and then some artists felt a bit like, how can you leave me out and all of this kind of stuff? Like, how can you leave me out of this? I can't remember what the list was, but it was something like the greatest. It was one of those kind of things. One of that kind of thing. And then obviously that there was just bare artists that were just in their feelings like, how can this guy leave me out? Like, how can all of this and all that.
Wait, was the artist in the video?
The artist wasn't in the video.
Or was it like people's like responses on like Twitter?
The response to the video, people like on Twitter and like Instagram and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, is it that deep? Is it that deep for you to be getting worked up over someone else's opinion? Number one, for me, if you are in the entertainment scene, so what? If you're an artist, even if you are seen by people, even if you're a sports person, you're doing a podcast, if you're doing anything, even if you're on the radio, where it's just your voice. Listen, you should be open to criticism, whether people like you or not. You're putting yourself out there to the world, so you should kind of expect someone to have an opinion of you, whether it's positive or negative. You shouldn't ever like think that you're untouchable or people cannot say or speak about you, or you cannot like, or people cannot have an opinion of you, because then why are you here? Why it doesn't make sense to me. You've got this following, and not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna like you, so you shouldn't kind of get in your feelings like for a thing like that. So like that being said, I feel like yes, you can have a disagreement with someone and you can coexist. Like an artist that did have a problem with I think it was Krept and Conan were left out of that list, and I think either one of Krept and Conan, one of them tweeted, or like he proved like why he thought that he should be in that list, and then left it like that. Instead of this other artist that was, I know you won't even mention the name, in case, innit? You have to be careful, innit? But anyway, this other artist was here just like switching, trying to stick it on Lippy with like a little back and forth and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, man, it's really not that deep.
I feel like the fact that he has that all of these artists have platforms in the first place, they should always show gratitude. Like, not everybody has what you have, but you're caring about one person's opinion, one person out of your whole fan base. And I feel like sometimes they focus on the wrong thing. Like, focus on your fans and the people that support you, 100%. Rather than people that don't like you. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the people that like you and supporting you are the ones giving you your money. So,
yeah, I've had like a realization over the last like year or two, is that I think the problem with that as well that you mentioned is that sometimes we overvalue people's compliments and support. So
100%.
To the point where if we even get one like element of criticism, then it's like, where did this come from? This isn't normal. I'm not used to this. So I think there needs to be that kind of balance. We still appreciate it, but like it's not the scale wasn't tipped too much, like on the other side.
Do you guys ask for like criticism on your podcast, like to your friends and stuff?
Yeah, we ask people's feedback.
All my people give me criticism for anything I do. And I'll tell them to listen. I'm even here now saying it. If I criticize me for anything, if it's something that I know that I can work on, I'll work on. If it's something that I can that you now open my eyes to, and I feel like it's wrong, or something I can improve, I'll work on it. Because I'll see these things more as constructive. You cannot always be doing right. Like you can't always be good. It doesn't make sense. We are humans. We're not programmed to just follow a set of tasks and just stick to it. Like we do stuff. We're humans. So me, I'm open to criticism. That doesn't mean come and blast me. Don't blast me, man.
I asked to get blasted though. Huh? I asked my friends to do that. Like when I first started my podcast, my first intro was so but I still said like, obviously you give you some advice. My friend goes like,
that's the first one. It gets better.
He said it looks like year 11 ICT.
Whoa! Hey! No, sorry. Let me drink water.
Yeah, me, that friend, we have to fight
that
first,
was
and then
the
after
first thing that she said. She's gonna watch this. I know she'll watch it, and she's gonna be like, she's gonna laugh because she literally, all of them were like, oh, I mean, you can do better, and then they were like, it's calm, but you should check. She said, bro, that looks like year 11 ICT. And I was like, say nothing. From then, I changed the whole thing. But it's good because now looking back, if I
But they at least say why it looked like that, at least, right? It wasn't just straight, like, it looks like year 11 ICT.
She said, this is like year 11 ICT.
Wow.
And I said, cool.
That's nuts,
That's mad. Hey!
That's how she's like, though. I like friends like that. Because it's all love, man.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. We have a relationship.
But if that was somebody's daughter or son that I wasn't really happy, like, excuse me, the comfortability is crazy.
Yeah, it's true. No, but going with what you said like we shouldn't like kind of overvalue compliments, because I feel like in this day and age people overvalue, and we've been weaned into that with Instagram, with likes and all this kind of stuff that gives you like kind of instant gratification, all this kind of thing. So we kind of weaned ourselves into being liked and accepted all the time. So then when somebody does say something against you or like something that you're not comfortable with, you feel like, boom, I have to snap back.
Defensive, yeah.
You feel like straight away defensive. For me, hey, going forward, bruv, listen, whether you compliment me, whether you're not, I'll carry it. I'll take it on just there. Like, I'm not going to get too gassed. I'm not going to get too upset, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's one Mr. Auntie Joshua has a certain. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if I don't know if it's him that invented it, created it, but he says often, "Don't let the win get to your head and the loss get to your heart." And I think in life, that's a really important thing that you need to, really, really remember.
Somebody does let the loss get to you. Start Deontay Wilder. Listen.
You follow boxing?
No, but I know who.
You know Deontay. He's a joke. He's actually a joke, man. He's actually a joke, man.
Yeah, but going back again, I do think that if someone does come with like constructive criticism, maybe even any criticism, I think it's important to understand that that's life anyway. Even as you said, Shegs, it's not a bed of roses. We're expected everyone to support us all along the way, but it doesn't really work like that. It don't really, even like when you start something new, you can't expect all of your friends even to support. And then even when some people don't even show positive responses at all, sometimes people take it to heart like, oh, why they not doing this? Why they not reposting? Why they not like? It don't really work like that. And I think it's good to have that attitude to kind of like keep a level head. But even going to what you said about like lack of maturity, I think that definitely is. I think in in our culture, it's just so difficult. Like, imagine you have a friend that's doing music to say, oh, I don't like this track on your song, or to be comfortable and say that, yeah, I rock with your music, but you're not my favorite artist.
But in that sense, do you think we need to tell everyone our criticism? That makes sense.
I don't feel like,
because I feel like sometimes we're not in that place. Yeah, it's kind of like, if I want to support, if I like it, I will support it. If I don't like it, I'm not going to support it. Yeah. Because I spoke about this with my cousin on one of my podcasts. He was literally saying it's easy to promote something because promoting is as easy as just telling a friend. But at the same time, when you promote, what you're is more than just screenshotting and putting on your story. It's basically saying that you kind of agree with this content, or this is something that you would watch, or that you're recommending to people. So if that's not something that you agree with or believe in, you're not going to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
that's really true. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, this is taking it a little bit another angle. Yeah. So, do you agree to disagree? Do you ever agree to disagree?
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Okay, let me even give one example. My housemate, his name's Abdul, right? Yeah. Oh my days. Oh my days. I do love him though. He did try to change my tie, it didn't work. But we can argue and we'll just be like, cool, we're gonna agree to disagree, and then we'll go about our days, and then it's love for the rest of the thing. I always agree to this because I feel like sometimes you base your ideologies on things that you know. Do you get what I mean? So for example, he believes in not believes, but he's into, what's it called, like a lot of these conspiracies. So like meditation, all these 5G, this COVID-19 stuff. Yeah. He believes in all of that, and we'll sit in the living room, and he will sit us down for like 2 hours, and he'll speak to us about it. In my head, the way he articulates it makes sense. Like he's spitting. I like you're spitting. However, he's done his research. He's read his books. He's done all his stuff. He's doing all these stuff. I'll speak about it to you guys afterwards, isn't it? Because I bit too much in it. But he believes in all of that stuff. I'm not in that place where I've gone out of my way to read these books, to believe all this stuff. So fair enough, what you're saying makes logical sense. But whether I agree and believe you, we're going to agree to disagree there. And then we'll go our own ways. You can do your thing, I'll do my thing. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I don't believe in these conspiracies. Do you know what I mean? He also believes in God, but different. So agree to disagree kind of thing. And I guess that's the same when you meet people of different religions as well. You've already agreed to disagree with your faith, but you're coexisting together, you're living in harmony, so they say, keeping it moving, but we don't even realise that we're agreeing to disagree. I
think to answer your question, I think it depends on what kind of relationship you have with that person. Because if it's a friend and they're... I'm sorry, because you can't really have a friend like this, but... If you have a work colleague, that kind of relationship, work colleague, associate, that is racist.
Okay.
Just bad. It's racist.
There's no agree to disagree.
Okay, wait. Okay, but on a professional basis, if you have to work with this person, you know, let's say it's a business deal.
Yeah.
And for the greater good, long-term goal, you know that there's gonna... Okay,
Are you settling with a racist person?
Yeah, I'm just saying, hypothetically, I'm not saying you wouldn't know.
The stakes were high.
The stakes are very high. You just have to work with this person.
Selling yourself out for some money, yeah?
No, not that.
Is that what we're on? Cool.
No. Maintaining your values, but like nothing to do with his or her racism.
Cool.
But you're working in a deal with somebody who you know is racist. Blatantly, there's no ways about it, they're racist. But you know that, you know, for the greater good or for whatever is coming at the end, it'll be worth it because after that, we'll be done with the person. You could possibly tolerate, you know, a certain level of racism. But for example, you can't have, you know, a friend or even a partner that's racist. That don't work in any kind of way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there's a level also of
I think you can have racist friends, but the friend is living in ignorance.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Nah,
actually, there are some racist friends. Actually, there are, I don't have. I know some people.
Not
that
me, but nah.
You have.
I don't have. Well, maybe I do. You actually never know.
No, if you know, I'm saying if you know, like you know they are.
I don't know that if they're racist. Okay. But then again, some people have like token friends. Do you know what I mean? That black friends like, my friend's black, I'm not racist. Do you know what I mean?
My friend's black. That guy that I showed you, don't my friend's black.
Do you know what I mean?
Classic.
I think you can definitely have racist friends, man.
That's an interesting
How
scenario.
close are those friends? If you know that they're racist, though.
I don't know from experience, but I guess...
Let's
flip it the other way, because I think you're thinking about racism in terms of white people being racist to black people. Let's say, because you know there's some black people as well that do dislike other races as well.
So let's say
one of those people.
No.
Even maybe not even dislike it, but you know there's some people that are ignorant, that they will say some wild things.
Yeah.
To make some wild stereotypes and all that kind of stuff.
But can you be like friends with someone?
No,
I don't know.
I'm not friends with that. I'm not friends.
If they're making these wild statements,
me neither. But it happens.
Do you think that's possible to be friends with somebody?
I feel like it's possible to be friends with them, but I know what you're trying to say. Like, are you really friends?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of friendships come down to comfortability and like where you are. Scenarios. Like for example, like school. You can't really change your school surroundings. So some people just live in the comfortability. When they get to like, you know, year 11 and they go to college, they forget about them. Like, so I know what you mean. It's not really your friend, but they serve some purposes, you know, company, etc.
I'm still thinking about that. That's not real. If I'm working with somebody and the stakes are high, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We have to.
Would you not
coexist to a level? Just don't do anything.
Or is it to you outright selling out, but you just working with them?
Let me create the scenario. Maybe you didn't pick the picture as well. You need to shade it. You know what I'm
Wow.
Only the outline is there.
Wow.
Hey, this is what the topic of drawing. Let's say, like you're architects, two of you, you're working on a project, and there might be a team, and there's somebody in the project that is, his skills are undeniable there. He needs to be part of that project. But he has these values that you don't agree with. He may be racist, low key. We don't know. He doesn't show these characteristics at work, but on Facebook, he's liking all the videos stuff. He's reposting Tommy Robinson. He reposted Tommy Robinson.
I can't lie. That's how you find out most people are racist. You know, you see their socials.
Wow. He's doing all of this, so you know what this guy is on. Like, he's got a tat of a bulldog there, England flag there, everything. Listen. But you know this guy is needed for the job. You've got a big deal, game-changing deal that's coming through. What are you saying? You have to coexist, man.
I mean, if I'm the CEO and I'm like the one that's taking them on, then
but imagine, you're on the same. You're not the CEO. You're like on the same level as the person.
Like
Probably, innit?
Partnership.
As you said, they don't show it at work, so I feel like that's bearable, innit? If it was like they were racist to me live, it's not happening.
Yeah, disclaimer. If you show any kind of that activity, listen, you can shut down. There's no compatibility.
I've seen your Insta posts. Can't bring that into the office.
Listen, don't bring none of that to the office. It will not be accepted. It will not be tolerated at all. Warning.
Then that's fair. I'll take you.